Hey beauties, I just want to take a minute and pop in here and share a little bit of just love on you guys. I'm so proud of all the work and the effort that you have been putting into yourselves. I could not be more proud of you. I'm always proud of you. I want to say that first, but I think just with the circumstances and the times that we're in right now, it's so important for us to lean into one another. And I know for myself, I'm super thankful that I have a routine of personal development and filling my mindset with things that serve me, and also nutrition and workouts, and you guys as a community. I don't know what I would do without you. And it just more now than ever, I'm super appreciative of what we have in one another and in this group. How interesting that this is called the Happiness Project in a situation in a time like this. Very interesting. But I wanted to pop on and just share a little bit of thoughts with you. Number one, I want you to drop a comment below and let me know if you would like to just have a little Zoom gathering. We had a little Zoom workout this morning and it was so awesome. The power of positivity that came through that computer screen that just lit me up and just set the tone for the day for me. And I wanted to know if that's something that you guys wanted to do here in this group as well. We could talk about personal development, we can just hang out, we can drink our shakes together, we can work out, whatever you want to do, no pressure at all. But if that's something that you think would be beneficial, drop a link below, or drop a comment below and let me know, and that's something we can absolutely do. I'm still working in healthcare, but at an intermittent basis. It's very exciting. We're actually looking at ways where we can provide telehealth potentially for patients to keep them just a little bit safer. And then of course, to be able to keep our staff as safe as possible too. So having said that, I'm a little bit more readily accessible. I'm actually providing education online as well, which is a brand new thing for me. So that's interesting. So all that to say, if you guys have the availability and the time and you want to pop on together, I'm more than happy to do that. I think it could be super powerful and super fun. But I also wanted to spend just a little bit of time today talking about our nutrition. It's always important, but it's more important now than ever because our immunity is seriously ready to fight big wars right now. And when we fuel ourselves well, we prepare our body for that war, for lack of a better word. And so the other thing I want you to think about is sometimes whenever we're in the situation where we're a little bit more closed, heightened anxieties, stresses, just uncertainties, things like that. What I want you to understand is that you might find yourself craving some things like simple carbohydrates and sugars, and maybe some things that you normally do not have cravings for anymore. I want you to know from a science perspective what's happening. Number one, you're normal. I'm having them too. And so what's happening is your body is sensing that fight or flight response. So your body and your brain know that what we're going through right now is not the norm. And so it starts to feel that level of angst, if you will. And so what our body is craving and needing and is hardwired to do is, in those situations, we need to be able to create a dopamine response. What provides a dopamine response? Sugar, simple carbohydrates. But guess what else also provides dopamine? Hugging your pet, hugging your spouse, a friend. As long as you can provide those sorts of activities with social distancing, why not? Moving, exercising, reading a book, having interaction with one another, those things also provide dopamine. So my suggestion to you is, number one, grant yourself some grace, ladies. Grant yourself some grace, because this is a time that's unprecedented, and it is okay for you to have the feelings that you have. And if you have a couple of other little things maybe today that aren't normally on your nutrition regimen, that's okay. Just say, you know what? When you wake up in the morning, today is a new day, and I am okay, and I am on my way to making better choices today, okay? Lots of water to help you stay hydrated, super, super helpful as well. But when you're starting to feel that, I don't know if you guys have learned that about yourself. I call them the armpit moments for myself. When I start to feel just kind of that level of angst starting to come up, I'll feel like an armpit moment. And I can tell that my body is like getting ready to run from that bear in the woods. That's that fight or flight response happening. I kind of can tell what my triggers are now. And so when I feel those, I literally pause. I take 3 to 5 diaphragmatic breaths, so belly breaths, like an accordion breath or a yoga breath. I grab some water. And then I make a good nutrition choice if I can't get like movement in right away, or if, there's other options aren't there. I will make a good nutrition choice and just be aware that, Farrell, your body is in this fight or flight response. Your body is craving dopamine. It's okay. How can you get that? You can get that by exercise, reading, talking to a friend. If those things aren't an option and you really feel like you just need some fuel, you know what? Grab some carrots, grab an apple, grab some blueberries, grab some strawberries, grab some broccoli or something of that nature. And sometimes even a little bit of healthy fat too, like maybe use one of your spoons for the day, or use some of your accessories. If you're a 2B mindset, use some of your accessories for your veggies to be able to kind of keep you a little bit more satisfied. But making that conscious thought process of, I know what's going on, I'm not out of control, this isn't something that I've done wrong. No, ladies, it is your body doing exactly what it's wired to do. It's fight or flight. Emotions are coming. What happens is your brain says, I need dopamine. The thing about the sugar side and the emotional choices of eating with the dopamine response is you get the rush, and I'm so sorry to do this, but I like to kind of equate it like a heroin addict. You're going to use your emotional food, whatever that might be, or whatever behavior you're not looking so excited about, and that's going to take care of it that time. But just like someone who has an addiction to, I'm so sorry to say this, but heroin, right? I just think we understand that. After a while, it takes a little bit more to get the same dopamine response and a little bit more to get the same dopamine response. And you see where I'm going with that. And pretty soon, if you're like me, it's Cadbury mini eggs. Pretty soon it's like 2 Cadbury mini eggs turned into like 6 Cadbury mini eggs, and 6 turns into 12, right? So I just want you to know the science behind that and grant yourself some grace and make those choices. Start learning what your body is telling you and provide it dopamine in a healthier way. And you will be so surprised at how much better you feel and how much more awareness leads to the ability to make the choices that serve you in the long run. You got this, ladies. I'm so proud of you. We can do this. We can do hard things. It's one of my favorite quotes from Autumn. And like I said, super proud of you guys. And if you think that it would be great to have a community come together, drop me a comment. Let me know. I'll organize it.